There is an animal on Earth that can do something no other creature can. It can reverse its age, rebuild its body, and effectively return to childhood whenever it's injured, starving, or dying. A creature that breaks the most fundamental rule of biology. Everything that lives must eventually die. This is Turritopsis dohrnii, the immortal jellyfish. So how does a tiny, nearly invisible jellyfish achieve biological immortality? Is it truly death-proof? And what does this tell us about aging, evolution, and maybe the future of human medicine? Jellyfish are ancient. Their ancestors appeared over 550 million years ago, long before fish, insects, or plants colonized land. They evolved in oceans filled with simple, soft-bodied organisms, exactly the world where immortality would be a powerful survival tool. Turritopsis dohrnii itself is tiny, just 4 to 5 millimeters across, drifting in the Mediterranean and warm oceans worldwide. It doesn't need speed, strength, or intelligence. Its survival strategy is something far stranger. It refuses to follow the normal life cycle. Instead of growing, aging, and dying like every other multicellular animal, this jellyfish evolved a biological escape hatch, a way to rewrite its own timeline. Most jellyfish follow a simple pattern: egg, larva, polyp, medusa, which is the adult jellyfish, and finally death. But Turritopsis dohrnii breaks this pattern completely. Its body is simple: a transparent bell, tentacles lined with stinging cells, a thin layer of muscle, and a primitive nerve net. Nothing about it looks special until you see what happens when it's stressed, damaged, or dying. Instead of dying, the immortal jellyfish begins reverse development. Its cells literally de-differentiate, becoming younger versions of themselves. Then the entire animal transforms backwards through its life cycle. It's as if a butterfly turned back into a caterpillar, or a human reverted into a fetus. The adult jellyfish sinks to the ocean floor, its bell collapses, and it transforms back into a polyp, the juvenile form. From there, it grows into an adult again, genetically identical to its previous self, and this process can repeat indefinitely. This process has a name: transdifferentiation, one of the rarest abilities in the animal kingdom. In most animals, nerve cells stay nerve cells, muscle cells stay muscle cells, skin cells stay skin cells. Once a cell specializes, it's locked into that role for life. But in the immortal jellyfish, every cell can change its identity. Nerve cells can become muscle, muscle can become digestive tissue, adult cells become stem cells again, completely resetting their function. The entire organism rewinds itself to the polyp stage, anchors to the seafloor, and begins life again. It's not reincarnation, it's not resurrection, it's biological time travel. The jellyfish literally becomes its younger self, with all the potential to grow and develop once more. This is the only known case of a multicellular animal capable of completely reversing its developmental process after reaching sexual maturity. Immortality sounds like the ultimate superpower, but evolution only creates traits that increase survival. For this jellyfish, the logic is simple. It is tiny, fragile, and can be eaten by nearly everything in the ocean. So instead of investing energy into growing big, strong, or fast, it evolved the ability to avoid death altogether. Stress, injury, starvation, none of these are deadly as long as the jellyfish can reset its body before it fails. This gives it a unique evolutionary advantage. Storm destroys its habitat, revert to polyp. Injury, revert to polyp. No food left, revert to polyp. Near death from old age, revert to polyp. It doesn't escape danger. It undoes danger by undoing itself. Each time it transforms, it's starting over with a clean slate, free from the damage and wear that had accumulated. So is it truly immortal? Not exactly. The immortal jellyfish can avoid aging, but it can still die from predation, disease, environmental shock, or being eaten before it has time to revert. In the wild, most immortality cycles are cut short simply because something eats them. Fish, sea turtles, and other predators don't care about biological miracles, but in theory, under perfect conditions, it could live forever, cycling between youth and adulthood endlessly. It's the closest thing Earth has to a living, perpetual organism, a creature that, if left undisturbed, could theoretically witness the rise and fall of civilizations, the shifting of continents, the evolution of countless other species. The immortal jellyfish forces us to rethink what life really is. If a creature can cycle between childhood and adulthood forever, what does lifetime even mean? What is aging? What is death? Its existence challenges the idea that life must move forward in a single direction. Time, for this jellyfish, is not a straight line, but a circle. It shows that evolution doesn't just create faster, smarter, or stronger creatures. Sometimes, it creates rule breakers, organisms that rewrite biology itself. In a universe governed by entropy, where everything decays and falls apart, this tiny jellyfish found a loophole. It discovered how to reset the clock, to undo the damage of time itself. The immortal jellyfish may be tiny, fragile, and almost invisible, but it holds one of the greatest biological secrets on the planet, a creature that bends the rules of evolution, defies aging, and erases its own death sentence. It's proof that life on Earth is far stranger and far more creative than we ever imagined. And somewhere in the Mediterranean, right now, a jellyfish the size of a pencil eraser is quietly achieving what humanity has dreamed of for thousands of years: immortality, not through myth or magic, but through biology. The immortal jellyfish reminds us that the most extraordinary discoveries aren't always in distant galaxies or ancient ruins. Sometimes they're drifting silently in the ocean, waiting to be understood.